Hi guys, Joe here. Welcome to another video. Today we are going to be talking about ThiEye T5e. I've been using this camera for a year now, and in my own experience, in my own opinion, this camera works great for me and it do its job well. This camera performs well in a very well lighted condition, but in the low light condition, this camera does not perform well. So if you're looking for a camera that you're going to use at night, this is not the camera for you. But in daylight, this camera works perfectly for me. I always use the 1080p 60 frames per second because that's what I need in my videos. I don't use 4K, though this can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second. 4K is not used in our place and we don't have 4K monitor yet. In a low light condition, you can turn on the auto low light in the settings, but that's going to affect the video quality. The video light condition will improve, but as you can see, there is a lot of noise and blurriness in the video. Also, if you are using the camera in a well lighted condition, you should make sure to turn off the auto low light in the settings because it's going to make your video choppy. I have made some modification on this camera. As you can see here, I've drilled lots of holes all around the camera. I don't know if you can see that, because this camera is prone to overheating. If this overheat and then you have installed it in the tripod, you have to remove the battery, and if there's a tripod there, you have to remove the tripod and then remove the battery and then put it back. Now to drill a hole, you have to remove all the electronics inside, because if you drill a hole and you did not remove the electronics inside, you might damage the board inside, including the sensor. So you have to remove them all. This ventilation of the camera I make has helped the camera improve well and minimize the overheating, though it's still overheat but not very often, unlike when there's no ventilation here. You also need to have a hood on this camera because, as you can see, the lens is protruding in this portion here, and when you are shooting, the light enters in the top of this lens. It hits the lens and it's creating a flare that you cannot remove when you are editing the video. Now I made the hood for this camera, and as you can see, I screwed the... This is a plastic from a DVD cover. This thing here is a GoPro ND filter. You have to use hood on this camera so that you will get the best out of it. I don't know if there's a hood for this camera, but you can make your own, as I did. I also created a bracket for this to mount it in my Osmo Mobile. I will make a video for my Osmo Mobile next time. This is the mount I created. This is a fiberglass, and I put a Velcro here, and I form it like this. And then I will put the camera upside down, and then I will set the image rotation on so that the video is not going to be upside down. This is just a simple accessories I created. You can make your own and you can make it look good, because this don't look good. This camera is released a year ago, but they are still making an update for the firmware of this. They have changed the firmware significantly. There's an image distortion correction, and also they have improved the image stabilization of this camera. It performs well than the old firmware. About the performance of this camera, for me, this camera is great. It shoots 1080p 60 frames per second, the settings that I use most. This camera is still good up until this time. The image quality is good. If you are looking for a camera that's good in low light, maybe you should go upgrade to a new camera that performs well in a low light condition. If you are planning to have a camera and you have a low budget, this camera is good enough. If you have comments and suggestions, feel free to post in the comment section down below, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Have fun and enjoy watching. Thanks a lot.